Once upon a time, in a distant land, there lived a wise man who was revered and loved by the people for his profound wisdom and compassionate nature. His teachings brought solace and enlightenment to all who sought his guidance. However, there was one person who harbored deep resentment towards the wise man, the prince of the kingdom. The prince, driven by jealousy and a desire for power, could not bear the thought of the wise man being adored by the people while he himself was met with indifference. Determined to undermine the wise man's reputation, the prince devised a cunning plan.
Tomorrow, when the old man goes to the marketplace to address the people, I will be there too. I will hold a bird in my hand and ask him, "Wise man, tell me, is this bird that I hold alive or dead?" If he says it is dead, I will open my hand and let the bird fly away. If he says it is alive, I will squeeze the bird in my palm and let it fall lifeless to the ground. In either case, I will make a fool out of the wise man.
The following day, as the sun rose over the marketplace, the prince took his place amidst the bustling crowd. Anticipation filled the air as people eagerly awaited the wise master's arrival. Finally, the moment arrived, and the wise master stepped forward, radiating an aura of serenity and wisdom. Just as the wise man began to speak, the prince raised his voice, drawing the attention of the entire gathering. He held a small bird in his hand, its feathers glistening in the sunlight.
Wise man, I have a question for you, a question that will expose your fallibility. Tell me, is this bird that I hold in my hand alive or dead?
The crowd held their breath, their eyes shifting between the prince and the wise man. The weight of expectation hung in the air. The wise man, with his serene expression, paused for a moment, taking in the scene before him.
Dear Prince, the answer to your question lies not in my words, but in your intentions.
The prince's brow furrowed in confusion. He had expected a straightforward response, a chance to ridicule the wise man before the crowd. Yet the wise man's words were enigmatic, leaving room for contemplation.
Answer me, wise man. Is the bird alive or dead?
The bird in your hand, dear Prince, is as you make it. The choices you make, the intentions behind your actions will determine its destiny.
The prince felt a wave of realization wash over him. He understood that the wise man's response went far beyond a mere bird in hand. It spoke to the power of one's intentions and the influence they wield over the outcomes in life. In that moment, the prince realized that his resentment and desire for power had clouded his judgment. He had been seeking validation and admiration through manipulation, rather than earning the respect and love of his people genuinely. Silence enveloped the marketplace as the profound truth of the wise man's words sank in. The people, witnessing this exchange, began to comprehend the deeper wisdom embedded within the story. It was not merely about a bird's life or death. It was about the power of choice, intention, and responsibility. From that day forward, the prince underwent a transformation. He turned away from his path of envy and bitterness, choosing instead to embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. He sought the wise man's counsel, learning the ways of compassion, humility, and true leadership. And so, the prince, now enlightened by the wisdom he had once despised, became a beacon of inspiration himself. With newfound clarity, he dedicated his life to serving his people genuinely, leading with integrity and kindness. The bird in your hand symbolizes the opportunities within your possession. What do you do with the opportunities you hold? How do you shape your possibilities? Do the opportunities in your hand perish, or do you keep them alive? Do you even notice the potential opportunities in your grasp? Your life will be what you make of the opportunities presented to you. Therefore, the question is, how do you shape your life?